In this video, I'll show you how to add an email pop-up to your Wix website quickly and easily. The first thing that we need to do is open up Elfsight. This is the tool that we will be using to build the widget, and I've linked it in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link and it will take you straight over to this page. This link also ensures that everything connects properly when we embed it. From here, just enter your email into this box to sign up for free, and then on this next page, create your password. Just like that, we are signed up and ready to go. Okay, so from here, once we are signed up to Elfsight, the widget that we are looking for is called the Popup widget. So to find this, we just want to go to search widgets in this top right corner, and we can search just the word pop. And right here, we can see the Popup widget is going to appear. So we can go ahead and click into this, and it's now going to ask us to choose from one of these templates. Now, you can go for any of these because these are all completely customizable, but if you want one that already has email baked into it, it's this one right here called Offer Popup. But as I say, we can customize these, we can add in different elements to all of these, so you can choose any one, and I'll show you how to add the email section. But either way, we can just select one of these and click continue with this template. And in here, this is all of the blocks that are going to make up this pop-up that we can see right here. So with each of these blocks, we can see we have an image, we have spacing, we have a heading that says minus 40% on courses, then subscribe to our newsletter, so on and so forth. So you can go in and you can customize this yourself. Like you can click into these different sections, you can change what this says, you can change the color of this. We can even go to images, we can click into the image and we can change what the image is. But to actually add the email section, what we want to do is this form section right here. So we come down to add elements, and you can add any of these elements to your pop-up. But the one that we are looking for is the form pop-up right here. So just add the form. I already have mine right here. And then as you can see, we can choose what fields are in here. So we have email and name. We can add in different fields if we would like a phone number or any of these different things. But just make sure you have the email somewhere in there. Now, very important as well, inside of the form area, we want to go down to the email notifications, and right here we can see notify me. So once we have these, this is very important, and we have two options for how you are going to actually receive the email to add to your email list. The first is to go to integrations right here, and you can hook this up with any integrations like MailChimp or Google Sheets or Zapier or anything else using webhooks. Now, the easier way to do this, if you don't have tools to integrate, is just to come down here to email notifications, go to notify me right here, and we'll turn these on. Now, by default, it's going to send this to the email that you signed up to Elfsight with. So if you want to receive like the information and the email that they're signed up with to a different email, you can add a different email right here. But essentially what's going to happen, because we now have this on, is somebody will fill this out, they will click on submit, and this email right here, Elfsight are going to send an email to, and basically says somebody filled out your form. This is the information that they give. This is their name and email. So that is the builder right there. We can then go into the layout area and we can choose the layout of this. So if we want this as a top bar, sliding in from the right, any of these other options. We can choose if we want to have a reopen button if somebody closes this, and we can edit the button in this area. We can also go ahead and change like the backdrop and this fill, like this gradient fill as well. And we can also choose if this has a close button, which I would highly recommend. Then we can go into the settings and we can choose things like how often this shows up. We can choose what pages this is going to be shown on, what devices this is going to be shown on, and we can even set a schedule like dates and times where this is going to appear. Now in this section as well, we can also go down to triggers and we can choose what is going to be the trigger of when this actually pops up. Is this going to pop up as soon as somebody loads onto the page? Do they need to be on the page for a specific amount of time? Do they need to scroll a specific length for this to pop up? You can set that up here. But essentially, once this is all set up and created, all we then have to do is click on publish. And then Elfsight will take us over to this screen where we can now choose a plan. Now, I recommend going for the free plan right here, as this allows us to get everything set up for free. And then later down the line, if you decide that you want more widgets or more website views, you can upgrade to one of these paid plans at any time. But for now, just select the free plan. And once your free plan is selected, Elfsight is then going to give us this piece of code that's going to allow us to put the pop-up onto our website. So all we need to do is click on copy code, and then we can go over to the Wix editor. Inside of Wix, we just want to click on add elements right here, and then embed HTML. So you might need to go down to embed code right here to actually see it. Click on embed code, embed HTML, add this to the site. Then in here, we just make sure this is set to code. Click into this box and we paste in the code that we just copied from Elfsight. And then once we click on update, as you can see, we now have this added in. So of course, we'll need to drag this and stretch this for the full thing to fit in. In fact, the best way to do this is just to go to stretch up here. So we can click on stretch, stretch to full width. And then all we need to do is we just need to move this up and down. So we can drag this up, I guess, drag this down. Just make sure that this fills the entire section. So we can drag this down to fit the section, drag this up to fit the section as well. And then once this is added to the website, we can even go and click on preview to see how this is going to look. And just like that, we now have our email pop-up added to our Wix website.